Hello. May I have your attention? One nasty. Okay, ready to rock and roll. Thank you. Good morning. My name is Grace Kerrigan. I'm the president of the student council this year. I will be your master of ceremonies this morning. On behalf of St. Albert Catholic School students and administration, I'd like to welcome our guest presenters and family members that could join us this morning for our 2021 St. Albert Awards program. To begin this program, I would like to invite Father Monahan to the podium to lead us in an opening prayer.
Well, I certainly consider it to be an honor to be here with you today. I know what hard work means, and so do your parents, and so does anyone who's been successful. Today, we want to honor you for the hard work that you have done, and you deserve the merit and the scholarship that you are going to receive. So Lord, today we pray in thanksgiving for the way that you have blessed us, our families, our school, and the work that we've done. And we ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Father Monahan. The first award we will present this morning is the Thomas E. Hauser Memorial Merit Scholarship. I'd like to invite Mrs. Emmy Ward, Tom's mother, to the podium to give a few words about the award this year and announce their recipients.
Good morning. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for all the work that you have done, not just this past year, which has been probably very difficult for you, and last year with the pandemic. I also want to thank all the parents who have been in charge of their kids. That is so important these days. I also want to thank the school for allowing me to be the first up here, because I guess I have heard through the grapevine we're supposed to keep it short, but since I'm first, I set the tone. Not really. But anyway, Sergeant Thomas E. Hauser passed away 16 years ago. As you drive up the street, you can see his street sign. There's different memorials in Council Bluffs in his name. One especially here at St. Albert. I think it's very important that every time you see a military branch person or a policeman, you need to thank them for their service. Very important that we say thank you, because if it weren't for them, some of us wouldn't be here. So today I want to give out the 16th recipient of the Sergeant Thomas E. Hauser Award to Landry Miller. She is an accessory to the Thomas E. Hauser Award. She has done so much, not only for her family, her school, and all of her outside activities, but she also had a fit with time. She mended, she meshed with time. Every one of the applicants did a fine job, and the committee awarded Landry the award. Thank you.
Our next scholarship award is the John and Nancy Kilbride Science Scholarship. At this time, I'd like to invite Mrs. Kilbride and the 2020 recipient Ava Hughes to the podium to present this year's Merit Scholarship winner.
Thank you, Ava. I'm Nancy Kilbride and would like to give you a review and a little history behind this scholarship. John's 4 children wanted to do something for him for Christmas 2015. His wish was to establish a science scholarship at St. Albert for an upcoming junior or senior interested in healthcare, as there had never been one. Unfortunately, he passed away December 11, 2015. So we as a family decided the memorials he would receive would be used for the scholarship in addition to their gift. He was on the initial foundation board and was always a great St. Albert supporter from its beginning. He loved being a pathologist at Mercy for 22 years, was highly respected by his peers, and was so often called upon by family and friends to help with medical problems. This year's recipient is a student striving for a career in healthcare, has had an outstanding academic success with dedication to her faith. This year's recipient is Lainey Sheffield. Please come forward. Thank you to all the people who applied for the application. They were all very good. It was very difficult to come up with one person out of 7 applications. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Kilbride and Ava. Our next award is the Jerry Jarvis Memorial Merit Scholarship for Leadership. I'd like to invite Helen Jarvis and her daughter Abby Jarvis to the podium to give a few words about the award and announce this year's recipient.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting us to share in your award ceremony and to present the Jerry Jarvis Leadership Scholarship in memory of my late husband and Abby's death. It is a wonderful way for our family to honor a man who loved to laugh, and he had a great laugh, to learn, to listen, and to lead. Thank you to all of those who applied this year. We had amazing candidates. And it makes me know that our world is in really good hands. Jerry would have been the first to tell you that he was not a perfect leader. He worked at it all the time. He did things quietly, patiently, learned from his mistakes, and always valued the relationships he had. Jerry cared about his team, whether it was his family, his church, his neighborhood, his friends, or his bank employees. He overcame many challenges through hard work and always with a sense of humor. Jerry would have so enjoyed meeting this year's recipient. I know he would have wanted to know more about this student's love of space, exploration, and engineering. Jerry would have been so impressed with the leadership resume that included 4-H, community service, honor society, outstanding speech, choir, and National Equestrian offices. He would have agreed with this student that leadership means helping others lead, working together as one team, setting a good example, and not being the one to take all the credit. Please help me congratulate this year's recipient, Reese Beckney.
Thank you, Karen and Adam. Our next award is the Iowa State Bar Association American Citizenship Award. I would like to invite Mr. Dan McGinn to the podium to present this award, and he will also present the Peggy McGinn Fine Arts Merit Scholarship.
Good morning, everybody. It is an honor to be here. The first award I'm here to present on behalf of the Iowa State Bar Association. And along with this award, the McGinn Law Firm presents a check to the winner for $200. And this year's winner is the one and only Noah Ruckman. Noah, please come back. And I want to share something with you briefly before I present the Peggy McGinn Fine Arts Merit Scholarship. I heard an interview with Aaron Sorkin. Aaron Sorkin is a Hollywood personality, but he's very active in theater and drama. He is the creator of The West Wing. Does everyone know what The West Wing is? TV show? Seen that? Mark Sheen. It's about the White House, and it's a really good show. I encourage you to watch it. Aaron Sorkin does a variety of things. He also just put out a movie about the Chicago 7 that's on Netflix. Has anyone seen that? It's about the riots that took place in 1968 in Chicago. I'd encourage you to watch it. It's very good. But his proudest accomplishment in this interview I heard with him had to do with a production of a show, a Broadway show called To Kill a Mockingbird. Has everyone here heard of To Kill a Mockingbird? It's a book, okay? Well, it was done as a movie starring Gregory Peck, really good movie. So you probably all know the story. Well, Aaron Sorkin took on the task of creating a production for Broadway. And last year, before the pandemic, he organized an effort to put the play on at Madison Square Garden. And the audience was not going to be charged. They were high school and junior high kids from the 5 boroughs of New York. So this has never been done before. A Broadway play has never been put on in front of that big of a crowd. 18,000 high school and junior high students attended this production. And it was very expensive, but they didn't charge them a dime. And they did it on one day, February 19th, 2020. And they weren't really sure what kind of a reaction they were going to get because 18,000 kids at Madison Square Garden, were they going to engage with the play? Well, it turned out to be a huge success. And one of the remarkable things that happened during the production was, the kids were all there at the beginning with their cell phones. And if you go on Twitter, it was documented quite a bit. So there were a lot of lights flashing from cell phones. But during the play itself, every cell phone was off. Because those kids, they got completely engaged with the show. And they cheered at the appropriate times, and it was just a wonderful thing to see. And what's remarkable about this is, and this is why I tell the story, is those 5 boroughs of New York, the New York public schools, a lot of them don't have theater departments. They don't provide drama instruction. But that just shows you how important theater can be for people. And so we count our blessings that we have a theater department here at St. Albert High School, because they don't have it all across the country. And keep in mind that theater is a great way for us to think about things and deal with ideas and things that challenge us. So, thank you for hearing that. I just want all to keep in perspective that we do have, it's great to have a theater department here. And I'm honored this year to award the 2021 Peggy McGinn Fine Arts Merit Scholarship to the one and only Alex Gass. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. McGinn. Through the generosity of the Hoffman family, Sagar was able to add another merit scholarship award to a deserving high school student. The award amount is a $1,000 tuition scholarship. Our next presenter is Dr. Jim Hoffman, who will share a few remarks about the Hoffman Family Merit Scholarship Award and will announce this year's recipient. Dr. Hoffman.
Thank you, ladies. My name is Jim Hoffman. I'm here to give out the Hoffman Family Scholarship. We sent 4 children through St. Albert schools: Ryan, Patrick, Jacqueline, and Michael. They had a 40-minute round trip ride to school every day. We never regretted sending them here. I would like to thank the St. Albert for giving our children a wonderful pre-college education, a Christian environment for them to do their schooling in, and the people that were associated as classmates, and the chance to grow closer to their God. I want to thank Father Paul Monahan for the encouragement and support that he gave to all 4 of our children and the influence that he had upon them. We had 4 wonderful applicants for this scholarship. I want to thank them for applying and thinking it's very worthwhile. Our choice is a person who continues to stay active in their home community, appreciates the spiritual opportunities that they have here at St. Albert. This person has a great work ethic and values her education greatly. The winners, Jessica and Martin.
Thank you, Dr. Hoffman. Our next guest presenter is Ms. Andrea Parker, who will present the Mark A. Harper and Andrea Parker Field of Dreams $1,000 scholarship.
I'm Andrea Harper. My maiden name was Andrea Schickelone. So my mom and dad are here, Marshall Schickelone, Rita Schickelone. My sister is here, Joanna Shaw, my nephew, Elliot Shaw. My daughter, Pearl Rice, and my older 2 students that have graduated from St. Albert, Ava Rice and Garrett Rice. Some of you know me in the classroom as a substitute teacher, and I will also have to say that Mark couldn't have been prouder that we were at St. Albert. Mark's family cannot be here today because we are farmers and they are planting a lot of acres. Mark died he died in November from a lot of complications from farming, so he was very compromised in his lungs and his heart. But I wanted to make a way that he could contribute to, again, we couldn't be prouder to be here at St. Albert. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa. This scholarship is being presented to a student pursuing their dreams by attending any Iowa-based college or tech or trade school. My husband Mark was a fifth-generation farmer rancher who valued hard work, education, and the stewardship of God-given treasures that we have been gifted with. Mark and I are both graduates of Iowa State University, and we took paths from Iowa Western and Graceland College of Lamoni, Iowa to get there. I followed Iowa State with pursuing my master's program at Iowa, and Mark followed Iowa State with teaching ag classes for Iowa Western. Together, we wish to give Colin Michael with $1,000 to discover his own Iowa field of dreams. Now, when I was working with Mrs. Somerville in the school, I did not reveal that Mark went to Iowa State. He pursued animal science. He applied to vet school. And that is actually exactly what Colin is doing.
Thank you, Mrs. Parker. Next, please welcome Mr. David Raymond to the podium to present the Dwight D. Eisenhower Award for 2021.
Well, good morning. I represent the West Point Society of Nebraska and Western Iowa. All our members are graduates of the Military Academy at West Point. And we have a lot of different community programs that we are involved in. And one of the most important is the Dwight David Eisenhower Leader of Character Award. We work with high schools across Iowa and Nebraska to identify students in their junior year who are demonstrating the kind of leadership qualities we'd like others to emulate. A little bit about leadership. It's not about being in a position someplace up here that you can give orders to people. Leadership is whether you're up here or down at the bottom. Are you inspiring people? Are you doing the right thing? Is your attitude good? Are you helping others? That's the kind of thing we're looking at. And I can tell you, when I look at the submissions and the resumes across both Iowa and Nebraska for students, I feel pretty good. You know, you look at the news so often and you get a little discouraged, but there's a lot of hope out there. There's a lot of young folks doing the right thing. Now, I could give my speech without this, but I got to pull the paper out because the list of accomplishments of this year's selectee here at St. Albert is pretty extensive. I see volleyball, basketball, tennis, varsity letters, most inspirational player, sportsmanship award, National Honor Society, student council, outside community service and experience with different churches. Academics are great. And the awardee will get a certificate, a book on Eisenhower. I never wonder if they read these or not. And your name is engraved on a plaque that stays here at the school, perpetual plaque. But most importantly, I want the recipient to know that the staff and faculty here at St. Albert recognizes your qualities, and we really respect that. So this year's awardee is Allison Narmi.
Thank you, Mr. Raymond. Our next presenter is Mrs. Joan Googles, who presents the National Council of Catholic Women Service Award.
Good morning. Congratulations to all of you who are earning awards, and thank goodness for St. Albert School to have this opportunity. I am unprepared today, and partly because, if I may, on behalf of St. Albert, invite all of you who received the filling out of your award program event thing to fill it out thoroughly. It's extremely difficult to award to a person that we don't necessarily know what they do in the background. This isn't really about a lot of the other kinds of educations that you receive. I'm with the National, the Council Bluffs Region, and the Diocesan Council of Catholic Women, which includes all Catholic women. The United States bishops asked this in 1920. Our mission statement is to support, empower, and educate all Catholic women in spirituality, leadership, and service. So these are the types of things that we are asking of our students here. The person that I have received information for who will receive this today is involved in dance team, volleyball, studio dance, drama, music, clubs of Spanish club, and also has volunteered in Juntas outreach program. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. The Dream Playground down at Manawa, and her own parish, which is St. Patrick's Parish. She's worked at Mom's Place, helping serve meals. She's worked with the Open Hands Mission, and through this school, she's helped make placements for nursing homes, cleaned up the school, and helped score Pell volleyball teams. I would like to award Caitlin Putney.
Thank you, Mrs. Googles. Our next guest will award the Army Reserve National Scholar/Athlete Award. I'd like to invite Sergeant Darrell Cooper from CV Recruiting Station Army Reserve to the podium. Sergeant Cooper.
Good morning, students, parents, and faculty. I'm honored to be here today to offer out the American Army Reserve Scholar Athlete Award. This honored award is presented to students that have excelled in both academic as well as athletics. I got two students I am recommending today. One is both male and female. Both of them have excelled in academics, made it onto the honors roll, played in volleyball, basketball, softball, football, in all events, as well as music and academics. A little bit about the Army Reserves. All students that graduated receive up to $108,000 for college benefits. Scholar Athlete Award winners also receive a promotion. So if they decide to go for the scholarship, they get promoted to a higher rank than everybody else applying for the scholarships. The first academic award goes to Connor Scenery. His academics are in all city football team, basketball, all conference, and all academic music student, and in the yearbook. Okay. The second award goes to Allison Petrie. Allison has been in volleyball, basketball, softball, maybe honor roll, as well as Iowa State playoff of the year. Correct? And basketball scholars, senior all-star. Very much.
Thank you, Sergeant Gruber. At this time, I would like to invite the President of the St. Albert National Honor Society, Emma Gardner, to the podium to present the National Honor Society Award.
So I will be presenting two scholarships today. The first is the National Honor Society Scholarship. This is a $100 scholarship. It's awarded towards a senior going to a four-year institution, to a person who's not a member of the National Honor Society, but exemplifies its goals of scholarship, leadership, character, and service. So the winner for this year is Jacob Raymond. And then for the second scholarship, each year St. Albert, along with the help of the Red Cross, hosts a fall and spring blood drive. This year, the Red Cross has offered the Young Minds Change Lives Educational Scholarship to the St. Albert National Honor Society for helping to save lives. Before I announce the winner, I'd like to say thank you not only to everyone who donated blood, but also to the people who helped gather donors, and everyone who helps make this process possible. Not only did we save lives, but we also helped earn a scholarship and bring some pride to our school. So thank you, everyone. This year's winner and recipient of a $750 scholarship is Connor Trey.
Next presenter is Bridgette Oatman, who will present the Bridgette Oatman Student Council Award. This award is presented to a senior student who demonstrates leadership who is currently not on student council.
First of all, congratulations to all the outstanding students that we have here at St. Albert. Just a brief history. In 1992, then Principal Dr. Mike Davis asked me to be Student Council Advisor. To please him, I agreed. And then he had the nerve to leave for Healing, and I was stuck. Thankfully, my first Student Council President was Chad Arnold. This is Tierney's brother, a wonderful young man. We stumbled through the dreaded magazine sales.
No computers. I spent hours adding and subtracting around $50,000 in gross sales. Mrs. Grudel was top seller for most of her middle and high school years. And her mother, Mary Lee, and Mrs. Anderson were great helpers. Then for many years before school began, the group had an overnight retreat at the CYC camp in Panera. I always say Panera, but it's Nora, right? Planning the year's event, homecoming, red ribbon week, Catholic schools week, Mr. Essay contest, and decorating. So much crepe paper. Charlie Narman was the student council president in 98-99 when the group decided to come up with the student council award for senior non-student council who exhibits leadership qualities. Unbeknownst to me, he added my name to the award. Now it's 2021. This person has shown leadership in fine arts, the choir, band, drama, along with activities at her church. She's been the director of the short film team for 2 years and has earned an All-State Award. I am proud to present the Student Council Leadership Award to Emma Gardner.
Thank you, Mrs. Owen. Our next award will be presented by Mr. Stryber, Activities Director. Mr. Stryber.
The next award that I will be giving out is the Bernie Sagar Award. It is presented annually to the graduating student who best exemplifies a patriotic spirit with strong and religious and moral convictions, living and professing qualities of honesty, integrity, and sportsmanship, believing that both games in life should be conducted by rules. This year's winner of the Bernie Saga Award is very deserving, Craig Fagan. The next awards that I will be giving out are the Male and Female Athlete of the Year. These two awards are selected by all coaches of all sports here at St. Albert. This year's Female Athlete of the Year is Allie Petrick. This year we have two Male Athletes of the Year winners, and they are Sly Patterson and Sam Ellis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fred. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Pat Ryan, Principal, to the podium to present the next several awards. Mr. Ryan.
Thank you. Good morning. The first award I'd like to present is the Monsignor Kelly Circle of Excellence Award for Community Service. This award is a Merit Scholarship Award for community service. It was designed to encourage our students to participate in a lifetime of Christian service. At St. Albert, we believe that service to the community is a critical component of our mission. That commitment to stewardship helps ensure that our students will learn the value of human dignity and justice to be active participants in a global society. The recipient will receive a $3,500 tuition scholarship for his or her senior year at St. Albert. This year's award recipient is Lane Sundberg.
The next award is the Pat Rangoni Scholarship Award. Pat was a 1978 graduate of St. Albert. He participated in many sports at St. Albert. Pat took on the role of director of Cal Baseball, acted as a coach and role model for the Western Iowa Youth Sports Football Organization. The Pat Rangoni Scholarship was established to honor Pat, who embodied the traditions of St. Albert by living a life based on faith, family, and friends. The award recipient received a $1,000 college tuition scholarship. This year's honoree is Jacob Redden. The Hawkeye 10 Academic All-Conference Award was created to recognize and reward outstanding students representing each school in the Hawkeye 10 Conference. Recipients were recognized at the conference banquet event on April 7th. As I call your name, please come to the podium to receive your certificate. Receiving the Hawkeye 10 Academic All-Conference Award are, hold our applause, Emma Gardner, Grace Garrigan, Jeff Miller, and Anna Sheely. Receiving the Hawkeye 10 Character Award, Jacob Redden. The President Biden's Education Award goes to senior students with a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. These students will receive the President's Excellence in Education Certificate. The certificates have not arrived yet from Washington, D.C. When we get them, we will make sure the students get them. So we want to acknowledge these students' achievers. So as I call your name, please stand and hold our applause till the end. The winners are Gabriella Brownfield, Emma Carlson, Connor Cherney, Elizabeth Elkins, Gregory Fagan, Emma Gardner, Grace Garrigan, Bennett Gronstal, Hale McLaren, Colin Michael, Jeff Miller, Brady Myers, Ben O'Neill, Cy Patterson, Allison Petrie, Caitlin Putney, Sam Rollis, Jacob Redden, Anna Shuey, Samuel Wilbur, and Ainsley Wolford. Congratulations. Our next award is the Des Moines Register Academic All-State Team Award. This award celebrates the accomplishments of high school seniors who excel in the classroom and in their community. Our honoree this year is Anna Shuey. Anna, please come join me at the podium. Receive your certificate. The Rotary Public Council Bluffs Outstanding Academic and Leadership Award. This award recognizes a graduating student who has demonstrated academic achievement, service to school, and volunteer activity in the community. Students will be recognized at an upcoming Rotary Club of Council Bluffs Award function. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Jeff Miller. The U.S. Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. The Distinguished Athlete Award, unlike others of its type, need not necessarily recognize the naturally talented high school athlete. The Marine Corps has designed the Distinguished Athlete Award to be given to young persons who epitomize the adage, When the going gets tough, the tough get going. This year's honoree is Cale McLaren. The U.S. Marine Corps Scholarship Excellence Award. The Scholastic Excellence Award enforces the tough and smart image of the Marine Corps by recognizing noteworthy academic achievements as well as leadership excellence. The nominee should be an exemplary student who is a role model and leader to their peers. This year's award goes to Jeff Miller. Woodman Life American History Award. The next award I'm presenting is the American Woodman Life History Award. This award is to honor students who are most proficient in American history. This year's honoree is Alex Gass. We have 4 students who received the Southwest Iowa Educational Foundational Scholarship Award. The recipients will receive a formal certificate from the foundation. We would like to recognize them as well this morning. As I announce your name, please stand and remain standing in your seat until all the names have been read. Please hold your applause until we have read everyone's name. Emma Gardner received the Council Bluffs Guild of Omaha Symphony Scholarship for $2,000. Samuel Wilbur has received the Council Bluffs Soccer Club Scholarship for $1,000. Anna Sheely received the Hoff Family Scholarship for $5,000. Grace Garrigan has received the Robert and Mary Hyde Memorial Scholarship for $2,000. Congratulations. The last award that I'm presenting this morning is the Principal's Leadership Award for outstanding performance and exceptional commitment to St. Albert Catholic School. I would like to present this award certificate this morning. Ben O'Neill. Thank you. Congratulations to all our winners.
Got confused on what page we were on. Thank you, Mr. Dwight. At this time, I would like to invite Mrs. Johnson to the podium to present the American Chemical Society Award.
I am here to present the American Chemical Society Award. Each year, the Omaha chapter of the American Chemical Society recognizes the highest achieving high school student currently enrolled in chemistry for his attention to detail and consistent performance. This year's winner is Lane Sundberg.
Thank you, Mrs. Johnson. Our next award presentations will be made by Mrs. Combs. Ms. Combs is presenting the Junior Class Excellence in Poetry Scholarship, the Language Arts Department Award, and the Outstanding Actor and Actress Award.
All right, first up is a Junior Poetry Scholarship. The history of the scholarship
It was a junior classic and poetry scholarship. It's funded through an endowment that was established in 1998. First place winner in this contest receives $2,000 towards their senior year tuition. Second and third place receive tuition scholarships of $300 and $150 respectively towards their senior year. And our third place scholarship winner is Raymond. Second place is Mia. And our first place winner is Joko. The second award that I get to give is our language arts. Within our department, we look for the awards for the senior who has shown great achievement in her talents and gifts in writing, and this year goes to Grace Harrington. Next up is our Theater Award of our Outstanding Actor and Actress. This senior group is the group that started on stage with me in 7th grade, and we've come a long ways together. Those of you that have acted with me on stage since 7th and 8th grade, please stand.